Hello guys, welcome to this video. This is Sundar working in Godspeed, and through this video I'd like to demonstrate how to create a plugin in the Godspeed framework. So as you can see, the file that you're seeing on the screen is self-explanatory. It is also shared in the description where you can follow it as a reference. So, so as you can see, Godspeed plugins are a way to extend the core Godspeed framework. Currently, we are supporting adding event sources and data sources as plugin. So in order to create a new plugin, so initially we need a Godspeed generator plugin installed on your system. So I am executing this command. This is the command prompt. So the prerequisites for creating a plugin is you need to have Godspeed installed on your system. You need to have VS Code. You need to have Node, Git, all the basic softwares installed on your system. So I've just executed this command, generated Godspeed plugin. Okay, once that is done, we'll go step by step. The next one, we need Yeoman as well. Yeah, as you can see now, it is successfully installed. Yeah, once the first step is done, we'll go to the second step. To initiate the creation of the plugin, we need to execute this command. Yeah, after it is executed, you'll get a prompt to enter your project name. So I'm entering Kafka plugin as the name. After you enter, you'll get a list of options. Like if do you want to uh, create a plugin which works as a data source or an event source or data source as event source. So as of now for this project, I'm selecting the third option, data source as an event source. So once you successfully executed that, you can see that few sample files are created. So we'll access the file. So I'm trying to open that file using this in desktop. Yeah, you can see here Kafka plugin as data source as event source. Okay, if I open that, you can see that there's a source and there's the index.ts file which is created. So I'm trying to open it in the VS Code. So this is the index.ts file that is created. So this is a basic template. So the template depends on the options that we select while creating. For suppose if we select uh, as event source, then the template would be different. If you select it as data source, then the template would be different. And as we have selected data source as event source, we got the present template that we can see on the screen. So as you can see, as we install data source as an event source, you can see that this section, the top section belongs to the data source and the below section belongs to the event source. And for initializing the client, we need to write a code in this block over here. And for executing, we need to write some methods in the try block over here. And if you wanted to include some subscribe events, you need to write the code over here. Before that, we'll install Godspeed first. Okay, now we need to import Kafka from Kafka.js. So I'm saving it and I'm installing Kafka.js as well. Okay, it's installed. Yes. So first of all, we need to initialize the Kafka client. For that, we are writing a code. So we need to have a client ID. So we are accessing it from the config. After we have that, we need to return Kafka. Okay. Yeah. After the client is initialized, we need to do the execution of it. We can access the Kafka instance that is already created in the below block. So from the args, I'm trying to destructure and get message, topic, and meta. Okay. Now I need to like get the method that was passed into fn name in workflow. So I'm going to destructure it using the split, and I wanted to access the second word after splitting. Now if client is present, if client is initialized, I need to go inside this. I need to check if it's initialized or not. If after it is initialized, I need to check if the method is producer. Okay, after if the method is producer, this block gets executed, else it needs to return invalid method. Okay, so if the method is equal to producer, then we need to like get producer from the client, and we need to connect the producer, and we need to send some data to the producer. So first of all, i'm I'm trying to like access the producer. I'm trying to connect with the producer, and then I'm trying to send the data to the producer. So I'm sending the data of the topic and the messages. Okay, so if the method is present, I need to return the result as well. So we have successfully written code for data source. Now we need to write code for the event source part. That means we are writing code for creating an event automatically. That is the code for the consumer. So first of all, we need to uh, access the client that is already initialized above. Now I'm using the event key, and I'm extracting group ID, topic, and data source by using the split method. Okay, now if the client is present, if client is present, I'll access the consumer from it. So we connect with the consumer by using the group ID. So when a topic gets a new message, immediately the event should be generated, and that event should be triggered. So for it to happen, we need to subscribe. So we are using consumer.subscribe here. So to subscribe, we need topic. So we are using the topic here. Okay, so the consumer has run method. So using the run method, we get each message. So whenever each message comes, the event gets triggered. So for that, we need to create an interface. So first of all, we are doing consumer.run. So MESRESP, this is the interface that we need to create. So interface is required because we need to define the structure of the message that is sent. So I'm defining the misrep interface here. Now from the interface that is created, we are trying to access the message here. Destructure and get message from the message payload. Now we wanted to convert the message to the string and put that message in an object. So here I am defining the message value. If message is present, it has a value. And we are trying to convert into string. And in the body, we are sending that data, the message value that we got. So if message is present, like we need to give the status 200. If not, we'll do the catch. So if there's an error, like we need to return new GS status. and send some information in it that there is an error. So after we have done the consumer.run, we need to create an event. So in order to create an event, we are using GS Cloud event. So in the GS Cloud event, we are sending the required data, like we are sending the ID, date, Kafka, etc. Now, after an event is created, like we are sending event and event config to process.event, and we are trying to derive a response. And if the response is present, like we'll keep the status as 200, and if it's not present, we'll return the status as like 500.